Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. I have pre workout slowly kicking into my system. So I figured we do this chit chat before I hit the gym. I can feel the tingliness in my fingers. I feel like today's going to be a great workout. But, anyways, okay, you guys. Okay. Let's talk. Seriously, let's talk. All right. As you, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Okay. As you develop, as you prioritize your mental health, as you start to just become a better version of yourself every single day, as you start to become more positive, as you start to just change your mindset, you're going to start to realize not that anyone does, but you in particular, you're going to start to realize that you don't deserve to be treated any type of way. You don't deserve to be disrespected. You don't deserve to be undermined. You don't deserve to be talked down to. You don't deserve to have names called at you. You don't deserve any of that shit. And I say this because you become such a positive person. You have learned how to treat others with the respect that they deserve. And some people don't. Like, some people have not learned how to treat people with respect, but you have. You've learned the power of your tone. You've learned over time that, it's the way you say things. It's how you say things, not necessarily what you say, but it's how you say it. You give people genuine love, genuine attention. You don't want anything from people. Like, you just genuinely want to be a good friend. You just genuinely want to be a good partner. You just genuinely want to be a good family member, right? And people are going to notice that. People are going to notice how you carry your head up high, how you just think so highly of yourself. And if you haven't gotten to that point, we're going to get there. Just keep watching. But if you have, you just carry yourself with so much respect. You treat yourself with respect. You talk highly of yourself to yourself. You never put yourself down. You treat your body right. Okay, so as you just proceed on your mental health journey, you're just going to start to see all these changes that you're making within, and you're going to start to realize more and more that you don't deserve, and you're not going to tolerate half-ass friendships. You're no longer going to tolerate being with people who don't reciprocate the same positive energy to you. And I say this because this is me. I have gotten to a point on my journey where I truly love myself. I truly have self love. And I didn't always have that. There used to be a time where I was very insecure. I always talked down on myself. And because that's how I felt within, that's what I would project. So, in other words, I would be disrespectful to other people. I wouldn't give people genuine love, genuine affection, because I didn't have that within me. But once I started to work on myself, once I started to love myself, once I started to heal myself, heal my traumas, I went to counseling and I just really worked through a lot of shit that I was dealing with over the course of 2.5, 3 years. And what you see today is the result of that. Okay. And because I've developed so much confidence in myself, I don't tolerate bullshit because I know that I am worth so much more than that. I know that I am deserving of friendships that can be reciprocated. And sometimes we get tied into friendships and relationships where it's one sided. And if you haven't developed that mental health, that self love, you're okay with that because you don't believe in your heart that you are worth more than that, right? And that's why I talk so much about self love and positive affirmations and things like that because as you start to view yourself in a higher light, you're going to stop putting up with bullshit. You're going to stop feeling like it's okay to be disrespected. You're going to be confident with walking away from friendships and relationships that no longer serve you. And you're not going to think twice about it because you know you are worth so much more than that. Okay. And I want you to remember that. Don't ever, ever, ever let someone make you feel like you are worth less than the best. Don't ever, ever, ever be okay with being disrespected, being called out of your name, being talked down to. Don't ever do that. And when it first started happening, as I started to heal myself, I was always looking at it like, well, what did I do? what did I say? Because sometimes you just be so dumbfounded because you're like, I don't understand how this conversation turned here. I don't know what I did wrong in this moment. But as you develop, as you continue on your mental health journey, you're going to realize that everything is a projection. And people are projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. And you have to remember that it's not personal. It's never personal. And I know sometimes that it's hard to understand that. So that's our ego. That's our ego getting into place. But as you continue to develop, as you continue to just become the better version of yourself every single day, you're going to learn to take your ego out of it. See, sometimes people say if they wanted to, they would, right? And that's ego because people are not capable of giving what they don't give themselves. So if you're dealing with friends or partners who do not have self love for themselves, they are incapable of giving it to you. You can't expect somebody to give you what they don't give themselves. And that's a really tough pill to swallow, but it's so true. And once you understand that, especially if you came from a dark place like I did, as I said before, I never had self respect for myself. And you could just tell through my behaviors of how I treated myself. I never exercised. I ate like shit. I was drinking every night. Um, you know, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I never took care of myself. I didn't respect myself. So therefore, I was incapable of giving respect to someone else. See, that's not about how I feel about them. It's solely about how I felt about me. Okay? So when you're questioning why people treat you like that, well, why can't they respect me? Why can't they love me the way I love them? Because a lot of times you're asking people to do things that they can't even do for themselves. Let's look at it in another light. Let's look at it as maybe you're starting a business and you want some support. You want some support from your friends, your family. You're excited about this new endeavor that you're embarking on, right? Maybe you want to be a content creator. Maybe you want to run your own boutique. Maybe you're going to start your own hair business, like whatever it is, right? You're just ready to do your own thing. You're ready to get out of the 9 to 5. You're ready to build generational wealth, okay? And as you start posting, you're going to notice. See, no one talks about this, and I can tell you this because this is what I experienced. As you start posting, more and more, you're going to start to notice that your friends and your family, your partners, whatever, they're not giving you the support that you thought that they would. You assumed that because you were starting this new thing, that everyone was going to be clapping their hands for you, rooting for you, jumping up and down, praising you, congratulating you, and just sharing everything that you post and just really being so proud of you, right? But that most of the time it's not going to happen. And if it does, consider yourself very blessed because most people will tell you that's not true. People who don't even know you are going to support you way more than the people who are right up under you. And you're going to start to wonder, well, why aren't they supporting me? Why do they share other people's stuff but they don't share my stuff? Why aren't they congratulating me on all these accomplishments that I'm making? You're going to start to really feel like they don't support you. But I need you to remember that it's not that they don't support you, they don't even support themselves. See, that's another example of you are asking someone to do something for you that they don't even do for themselves. How many posts have you seen them post for themselves starting their business? Do they even have a business? Do they even believe in themselves enough to post about this thing that they want to try? The answer is probably no. So, therefore, you have to stop being selfish and understand that you are expecting somebody to do something that they don't even do for themselves. Okay? And once I realized that and I fully grasped that concept, I started to feel a lot better and I stopped personalizing how other people were treating me. See, when people are calling you names, when they have anger problems, right? Stop looking at it as they hate me. Why are they treating me like this? What did I do? They don't hate you. They hate themselves. You guys, People talk badly about themselves. The same people who are talking badly about other people, and she knows she don't look good in that. Why is she wearing that? She's fat. She's stupid. Da, da, da. That's how they talk about themselves, you guys. You may not know what's going on behind closed doors. They may carry this persona like they just have it all together. They're so confident. They have this high level of self-esteem. No, they don't. No, they don't. Most people are wearing a mask. You would be surprised at how badly people treat themselves behind closed doors. That's why they're doing that in public, because that's how they treat themselves. People are a reflection. How people treat you is a reflection of how they treat themselves. And I keep saying this over and over and over again in this video because I want you to get it through your head. It's not you, it's them. It's them. Someone who does not have love for themselves can't have love for you. So just analyze how that person treats themselves. Do they take care of their body? Do they talk highly of themselves? Are they constantly talking about what they can't do? Okay. Are they always gossiping? Just look at their mindset. Do they see the glass as half empty or half full? Are they always talking about their problems? They can't pay this, they can't pay that, they don't know how they're going to come up with this. Okay. Just analyzing those things alone will let you see what kind of person you're really dealing with. And most of the time, you're dealing with someone who has very low self esteem, very low confidence. They treat themselves poorly behind closed doors. You know, do they even do things for themselves? Do they even really take care of themselves? If the answer is no, which most of the time it is, because most people don't prioritize self-love. Most people don't talk highly of themselves. Most people are very insecure. Very insecure. I'm telling you, people may act like they're so secure, but I promise you, most of the time they're not. And then you're asking them to respect you, which I'm not disagreeing. Like, you deserve to be respected, but you are looking for respect from people who are incapable of respecting themselves. So now that you see that, you can take your ego out of it. We're all ego driven to some degree. And as you get higher on your journey, as you just develop into your highest potential, you're going to start to realize you have to take your ego out of it. There's no ego. It's You can't keep looking at things as it being personal. It's not personal, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, for the people who are watching who exhibit the characteristics that I'm talking about, who don't know how to respect other people, who don't know how to support other people, who do have low self-esteem, I want you to, and I came from this, that's how I can tell you how I pulled myself out of it. I want you to start keeping the promises that you make to yourself. The reason why a lot of us have low self esteem, low confidence, is because we don't believe in ourselves. We see other people doing the same thing that we want to do. Maybe you want to lose weight and you haven't done it yet. And maybe your friends or your partner has lost a lot of weight and you develop some form of envy because you want that, but you haven't been able to accomplish that, right? Okay. The minute you start keeping the promises that you make to yourself, you're going to start to develop self confidence. The reason why you don't have self confidence is because every time you start something, you don't finish it. You don't even come halfway to it. You're not consistent with it. You have no discipline for that thing that you said you wanted to do. But you can change that. It doesn't have to be that way forever. It's a choice. So start with small goals. Let's say you want to lose 100 pounds. Don't focus on that 100-pound goal, okay, because it will overwhelm you. Instead, maybe you are a heavy soda drinker. Maybe you drink soda for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Start there. Say for the next 5 days, I'm not going to drink any soda for breakfast. Just accomplish that goal. Or start even smaller than that. For the next 3 days, I'm not going to drink any soda for breakfast. So therefore, you can still drink soda for lunch and dinner, but you are committing to no longer drinking soda for breakfast. Once you accomplish that, see how I say once, not if? Once you accomplish that, let's take it up a notch. Now, instead of drinking soda for lunch and dinner, now you're not going to drink soda for lunch. So you've cut it out for breakfast and you've cut it out for lunch. Just for a few days. Now you're proving to yourself that you can do what you say you want to do. You are now proving yourself wrong. Okay? And as you keep proving yourself wrong, as you keep proving to yourself that you can do what you say you want to do, over time, your self confidence is going to go through the roof. Okay. Then you're going to start to transform that into other aspects of your life. Now you're going to start to you're going to start to take better care of yourself. You're going to start to treat yourself better. You're going to start talking to yourself more nicely because you're going to start to see that you are a good person. You can do it, right? And now that you are working on your self confidence and you're working on self love, now over time, you're going to be able to project that same self love that you have for yourself out into the world. And you're going to treat others differently. You're going to treat others with respect that they deserve because now you respect yourself. See? See how that goes? So, just understand that how people treat you is a direct reflection of how they treat themselves. When I was very insecure, when I didn't love myself, I projected that same energy, that same hate onto other people. Now that I love myself, it radiates through me and you guys talk about it all the time, even like in real world, like interactions with other people. Other people just talk about how such good energy I have. And it's not even me trying. It's a reflection of me loving myself and I'm able to love others. It's a reflection of the fact that I respect myself, that I'm able to respect others. I'm not sitting here saying people don't get on my nerves. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. People do get on my nerves. But because I respect me, I am still able to respect others. I don't even have it in me anymore to be mean to people, even to people who are mean to me. It's not even in my nature. I can't call people out of their names because I don't even talk to myself like that. So I can't do that to others. You get what I'm saying? It's all projection. So, don't deal with people who treat you like shit. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Don't stop making excuses for people. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Understand that their journey to self-love and self-respect is their journey. It's not yours. You're not here to fix people. You're here to fix yourself and to show people what it's like to love yourself, to respect yourself. People see it and you're going to inspire and motivate them to achieve that too. But God would never want you to stay in an environment where you're being talked down to, where you're being disrespected, where you're being abused, whether it's physically, emotionally, verbally, whatever. Get out of those situations. Get out of those friendships. They have work to do, and it's not your job to see them through it. You have to focus on you, okay? Because if you continue to keep yourself in that environment, it will bring you down, and you'll be right back to where you were before you started your self-love journey, okay? You don't deserve to be treated like that. And stop giving people second chances. Don't feel bad for it. It is what it is. That's not your problem. You have to be selfish with your energy, okay? So that was just on my heart. I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning. I'm ready to go work out, y'all. I'm ready to get this work in, ready to get this sweat going, and I will see y'all later. Happy Friday.